They don't even treat you right. They disappear. They lie. They play games. But you still wait for their messages. Still replay your last conversation, wondering what you did wrong. Still feel your heart drop when they're cold and light up when they're warm. You're not crazy. You're not weak. You're hooked. And it didn't happen by accident. In this video, we're going to break down the psychology of the most addictive personality type. The one who keeps you coming back, even after they've broken your trust, even when you know it's hurting you. We'll uncover the invisible tactics they use, consciously or not, to hijack your brain. We'll talk about the trauma patterns that make some people especially vulnerable. And we'll explore why detaching from them feels more like withdrawal than closure. If you've ever felt like you're stuck in someone's grip and you can't figure out why, this might be the answer. Let's begin. This type isn't loud or obvious at first. They don't walk in with red flags waving. They make you feel seen, wanted. They might be vulnerable, charismatic, even a little chaotic in a way that makes you want to take care of them. But underneath that charm, there's a pattern. They give affection in bursts. They pull you close, open up, make you feel special, then go distant, cold, or even cruel. And just when you start pulling away, they reel you back in. Psychologists call this intermittent reinforcement. Random rewards that train your brain to chase harder. It's not the affection that keeps you, it's the uncertainty. This unpredictability hits the dopamine system the same way slot machines do. Every warm text, every sudden compliment becomes a jackpot. And every silence, a crash. You're not connecting, you're gambling. And you'll keep pulling the lever, hoping this time you win. This part is harder to hear, but it's the most important. If you grew up with inconsistent love, parents who were emotionally unavailable, critical, unstable, then your body learned something. Love isn't safe. Love is work. So when someone enters your life and mirrors that same inconsistency, your nervous system lights up, not because you're broken, because you're trained. You're not drawn to them because they're good for you. You're drawn to them because they remind your body of the past. And part of you sees this relationship as a chance to rewrite history. If I can get this person to love me, maybe I was always lovable. It's not a relationship anymore. It's a rescue mission. A mission to rescue your younger self from abandonment. But here's the truth. You're not fixing the past. You're reliving it. And every time you forgive them, excuse them, or take the blame for their distance, you're abandoning yourself again. Addictive personalities don't just hurt you. They make you question your reality. They twist blame. They flip the narrative. They make their patterns feel like your fault. So you start working harder, being more patient, lowering your standards. And underneath it all, one thought loops on repeat. If I can just say the right thing, if I can love them the right way, they'll finally change. That's not hope. That's a survival response. You're clinging to the illusion of control because it's safer than accepting the truth. You can't fix them. But the longer you stay, the more you lose sight of that. You start measuring your worth by how they treat you. You become addicted to their approval and terrified of their rejection. That isn't love. It's self-erasure. You finally leave, or maybe they vanish without warning. They discard you like it meant nothing, like you meant nothing. And for a moment, You think you're free. You expect relief, but instead, you feel like you're falling through yourself. It hits in waves. Your chest is tight. Your thoughts loop. You miss them desperately. Not because they were kind, not because they added value, but because your nervous system made them a part of your survival. They became your reference point for meaning, for comfort, for identity. The highs they gave you were chemically imprinted. Your brain labeled those moments as reward, and now that reward is gone. Without them, you don't just feel lonely. You feel defective, unwanted, abandoned. But here's the truth. That ache you're feeling, that's not evidence of love. That's withdrawal. This is what it feels like when your body breaks an emotional addiction, the same way you'd shake, cry, and unravel detoxing from a drug. Your brain is recalibrating. Your nervous system is scrambling to find a new baseline. And it's brutal, because in the silence, every part of you wants to reach for something familiar, even if it hurts. But this is the test, not of willpower, but of truth. Because if you can sit in the emptiness long enough, something happens. The craving starts to lose its power. The pedestal starts to crack. You stop romanticizing the moments they breadcrumbed you back into submission. And you finally see it. It wasn't love. It was control. It wasn't intimacy. It was survival mode disguised as connection. And the most powerful part? You survived it. You made it through the storm your younger self thought would destroy you. That's not weakness. That's liberation in progress. Here's the part no one tells you. When you finally meet someone healthy, it might feel boring at first. Too calm, too steady. Why? Because your nervous system has been conditioned to equate chaos with passion. But real love is not a roller coaster. It doesn't spike your cortisol. It doesn't make you beg for scraps. Real love is stable, predictable, safe. And if that sounds dull, that's not your fault. That's your trauma talking. But the more distance you create from addictive dynamics, the more you'll learn to crave peace. Not fireworks. Peace. You don't miss them. You miss the high, the chaos, the chance to finally be enough for someone who was never able to love you properly. But that need isn't a curse. It's a signal. It's the part of you still waiting to be chosen, for real this time. And maybe that starts with you. So here's the question. If the pain of staying has taught you nothing changes, what else are you waiting for? If this spoke to something deep in you, don't leave in silence. Like this video. Subscribe to Dark Honey, where we unpack the truths most people are too afraid to face. And comment below. Have you ever been caught in this kind of relationship? What helped you break free? We've also dropped a list of recommended books and trauma recovery tools in the description. Don't just survive, learn to heal. This is Dark Honey, where we speak the dark truths that set you free.